Hello, everybody. Anime Reflux. So we've had some technical difficulties, but we seem to have gotten everything. I hope. So
I think they're fixed.
yeah. So we have Weasel.
Hey, hey.
We have me. It's Casey. Hi. Kenchi and
Hi.
Zero.
Hi everyone, I'm King of Zero X, and today I have a mic that's not my optimized mic.
You're king of something, all right.
That's right, King of Crap.
King of
King of
Feedback.
King Pop. King of Pop. You're the king of pop, dear.
I'll take that. I'll take that title.
All right.
There's nobody else to contest me with it.
Timberlake, dude. So the anime
Really?
this week. Yeah, sure. Watashi ga motote dosunda, or Kiss Him Not Me is the anime for this week. What was the thing, Weasel?
Oh, I believe the Japanese title directly translates to what if I'm popular or something.
Yeah, but nobody calls it that because,
It's dumb.
Yeah.
But the English title is "Kiss Him, Not Me," which is much more indicative of what this series is.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm taking control.
No, me and Zero are basically me and Casey, me and Zero are basically fighting over who does the summary just by.
It's a problem because we do a show and like Ice did like 4 seasons of summarizing Ruby, and now he usually does summary as well now because we're doing the Konosuba thing and also like this show, and so it's hard.
So, basic
Easy
concept
card.
for this show is that the main character is what's called a Fujoshi, which Weasel
Fujoshi.
told me, yeah, Fujoshi, yeah, which Weasel told me the word for, which translates to rotten girl, and it is the Japanese nickname, I suppose, for a yaoi fangirl. Like,
Specifically, a really hardcore yaoi fangirl.
yeah. So she is overweight, and the show makes it very clear that she is overweight, and she has a tiny face while she's fat and stuff for some reason. And she will just basically fantasize a romantic relationship between two guys when it's really just not, and it's just kind of mundane and just friendly most of the time. This is a concept we're not unfamiliar with. Like,
Nope.
just in this very, very specific circumstance and just regular anything shipping. Yeah.
Yep.
This is basically what it comes down to, is just people seeing things when they're not really there. But in this case, she is really, really into that sort of stuff. And during a PE class, she is so into that sort of stuff that she doesn't notice a dude run up and basically body check her into a wall. And this is pretty much how we get introduced to all of the main characters. We've got the girl whose name was it Kai?
Kai, yes.
Yeah.
We've got her, who's the main character. We have two jock dudes, one that's kind of an asshole, and the other one that's kind of just a generic, pretty much just decent guy.
He's
Yeah.
a boy next door type.
Yeah. Then we have the girl's best friend, who is also a Fujoshi. And then Kai gets taken to the infirmary because she's fallen unconscious at being so close to the guy that she was just fantasizing about with another guy.
Really? I thought she was hit with a soccer ball.
She was hit and she did kind of lose consciousness, but it was a happy kind of loss of consciousness.
So she gets taken to the infirmary, and she's basically just sat there fantasizing with her friend about those two jock dudes.
Achan. It's like it's 5x7 using the numbers of characters in their
Their
names.
names have numbers in them. The characters for numbers in them.
Yeah.
So
7x5.
they basically
5x7.
argue over who tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then guy number 3 shows up, and he's kind of prickly and an underclassman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So he's a first year where they're second.
They're both on the health committee.
Yeah, he's on the
What are you saying, Weasel?
Oh, Luke and I call him Kohai for short.
Yeah, that's
because we don't know the names. We're probably just going to end up calling them 5-7 Kohai and Senpai. Probably.
Yeah.
Though I forget which one's 5 and which one's 7. I think the nice guy was 7. I'm pretty sure.
And then there's the senpai guy who's also kind of calm and nice.
Calm and nice and maybe a little bit flighty.
Luke and I call him, often say, Senpai, be smooth.
Yeah.
He's best boy.
Okay.
You know what? I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, let's not get into that, okay? Just we'll get into that maybe at the end of the episode. I think probably is what's going to end up happening. God damn it, this happened to us. Okay, so we meet everybody, and Kai goes home and watches her animes because she's an otaku as well. And she's watching and singing along to the theme tune of a favorite show, and the main character reminds her of that dickhead dude, jock type 5. I'm gonna say
he's more bad boy tsundere type.
Yeah, he just kind of came off as an asshole in pretty much every scene. Sorry.
What is this show doing to us?
I don't know. So she's fantasizing about the main character being that dude, and vice versa. But then, as she keeps watching, he seems to die, and this is so traumatic to her that she basically becomes a that fucking word, hikikomori. Stays in her room, in her bed, and doesn't eat for 7 days. Somehow, because this is anime physics and biology.
I just marked it up to this is anime, just let it happen.
As I mentioned like last week when we picked this anime, that's some interesting message you're sending there, anime, but you know, whatever.
I don't think they thought about that.
Yeah, that can be hard to swallow for the casuals.
Oh, really? Okay. So, a week later, her family's kind of pissed at her for just being a mopey misery guts for seemingly no reason. And her brother throws off the sheets and she's skinny. I'll rephrase, not skinny, but, you know...
pretty?
Average weight, and because of that she is now attractive. Despite the fact that wouldn't... Anime physics, whatever.
Let's just say she has a really good metabolism normally. That she kind of suppresses by eating a ton. How about that?
Really strange metabolism.
Even if you lost all that weight, in the space of a week, you would have some hanging skin going on right there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's anime.
So she goes to school the next day, I assume.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's been off school for a week, and everyone is enamored by her because she is attractive now. Yeah. Including all of the dudes that we saw previously. Like, Nice Guy Jock is, you know, being kind of okay, and then Dickhead Jock says, "Yeah, but she used to be really fat, right?" Like,
he's like, you made a good cushion, you know, from before is what he said, and then I was like, oh wow, you're a real hottie now, and boy, I hate him. He's so shallow.
I just want to point out, Dickhead Jock goes through some serious character development later.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't mean I can't dislike him.
Funnily enough, that's the same justification that Zero gives me for Konosuba. But, so...
You know what? At least Kosuma's funny. Kosuma's funny about it most of the time.
So
No, the joke with Konosuba is they're all horrible people. It's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I don't get that though. Like, it's so we're not talking about Konosuba. Even though I brought it up. So she, runs out of the class crying because dickhead be dickhead.
No, she runs out crying because she sees him and she remembers her Otome love who died.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. But everyone thinks it's because dickhead be dickhead, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
she runs into Kohai. And
yeah.
he doesn't recognize her and basically sees that she's crying and that's why she ran into him. He was being prickly before that.
She has like her knees are injured, so he uses that as an excuse to take her to the infirmary.
Yep. And
She's on the health committee.
They get there and Senpai is there and he immediately recognizes that it's her.
In fact, he doesn't even notice the weight change at first.
Yeah.
Senpai be smooth.
Yeah.
So he's best boy.
Yes.
Also, I know it's weird that I can recognize voice actors from Japanese voices, but he also voices Furia, the rival character from Ace of Diamond.
I watched the dub.
I didn't. I
Oh,
wasn't
the dub
even
is
really aware
amazing.
that there was one.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
on
know there
Kiss
was one
Anime.
either.
Yeah, it's on Kiss Anime, and the Funimation did such a good job.
Okay.
They even cast famous anime YouTuber Alejandro Saab as the nice guy jock.
Fair enough. So, yeah, everyone's basically hitting on her now, and I think all of them basically after school meet her at the shoe lockers and say, "Hey, fucking date me. Like, let's go watch a movie." Yeah.
Except Senpai, who only wants to return a book. He borrowed from her.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, everyone says, "Hey, let's go watch a movie." Wait, I was gonna ask that. Wait, I was gonna ask that, and he's just like, me too, I guess." Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I just wanted to borrow a book, but yeah, you know what? I actually just okay. Yeah.
Well, it's later revealed that Senpai will. Never mind. No, I don't want to spoil anything.
What? That he liked her even when she was fat? Because I think that's kind of obvious.
No, later it's revealed that Senpai actually has intimacy issues, and he does like her, but he doesn't realize he likes her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When he wanted to go to the movies with them, he just thought it would be a fun thing for friends.
Yeah. So everyone's into her, and she's freaking out because she wants them to be into each other because that's her thing. But she goes and borrows her friend's clothes because she doesn't really have any skinny clothes.
Yeah, and her friend's like, okay, so what you need to do is not tell them you're an otaku, okay? Because like she asks, do you tell your boyfriend you're an otaku? She's like, no, he'd probably break up with me if he found out.
It's Japan, so probably.
Maybe I don't know. Like, depends on the dude, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so all four of the dudes are just basically just stood there outside of the movie theater. And
Why is that not awkward? Like,
yeah. So she shows up and they go in and they apparently played rock paper scissors. This is done in like text over it that they decided the order of who sits where based on rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
And during the film, which appears to be a very shitty film, like, intentionally so fair play. It's so shitty that dickhead jock falls asleep and leans on one of the others. I forget which.
Nice guy jock.
All right, okay. The friend 5x7. Here we go.
Yeah.
He falls asleep on him.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't calm down. Oh no, I control myself, but I can't.
Yeah. She completely ignores the film for the fact that that's happening next to her.
Yeah.
The film finishes and they leave. And everyone's basically like, yeah, it was kind of a shitty film. Except for Kohai, who seemed to have been crying, I think.
Yeah, Kohai's a bit of a bitch.
And Senpai offers Kohai some tissues, and Kohai refuses and is prickly because that's his thing.
And then she's like, "Ugh, what is this Dark Horse ship?"
Yep. Reading into it because that's what she does. That's what... Like, it's a fandom, but in real life, it's special. Well, real life, so to speak. Nice Guy Jock drags her away to a photo booth so they can be alone for a little bit. Tries to take a photo, and Dickhead Jock just sort of jumps in, and they end up with photos of basically Nice Guy Jock and Dickhead Jock. She is appreciative of this.
Yeah, she's fine with that.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, Nice Guy Jock, he's second best boy.
I'd probably agree with that. Yeah, the other
Yeah,
two are kind of
he's
assholes.
yeah, he's a decent guy.
So from there, I think they go and get food, fast food. I think. No one's correcting me, so I'm going to say yes.
They do a quick karaoke thing. I think.
Yeah, karaoke. That was a thing that they did, and she wants to sing the theme of the character song for the guy.
Yeah, she's like, I can't.
Yeah, but she can't do that because otaku. Yeah, so karaoke, and that's basically the entirety of that scene. Then they move on to food or something, and she gets something simple, and I don't even know what actually happened in that bit.
Wow, Casey.
It just seemed kind of like a nothing bit. I don't remember what happened. Tell me if something interesting happened.
It's been a while since I actually saw this series, but I didn't want to rewatch it because I figured I didn't need to because I already saw the entire series.
Wait, what part are we at again?
The fast food restaurant. She gets an apple pie, and that's pretty much all I remember.
What happens is actually interesting. Is they're gonna like leave, I guess. So they're all like standing around, and they're like, "Hey, you don't look so well. You doing all right?"
She looks a bit rubbish, and it's because she's been suppressing her otaku-ness and her yaoi fangirling as much as she can. And then there's an announcement that a nearby store that is apparently open past 10 p.m., an anime store, it's fucking weird.
It's an anime store, of course it is.
Yeah, of course it's open that late.
Yeah, and
But,
they're selling some limited edition merchandise that, apparently went out of stock in 10 minutes everywhere else, but somehow they have some left. So
And she's like, I can't. You see the little otaku meter start to fill up, and they're like, "Hey, what's wrong?"
Otaku and at the top and otome at the bottom. That
Yeah.
was kind of cute.
Yeah, because her friend encouraged her to live the Otome game life.
And so then they're like, "Hey, what's wrong?" She's like, "Nothing." It goes back down. Like, we have one left in stock, and then it bursts through,
Yep,
and she
with
turns around. She's like,
rainbows.
"Yeah," and she's like, "I have to. I'm
Yep.
sorry." And she walks
goes
away.
in the shop, and then she comes back out, and it's all like mysterious. There's like a fog or something going on, and she's carrying a body pillow of that anime character.
Yes.
And she's like, "I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm an otaku." And they're like,
Yeah, everyone's kind of weirded out by it, except for Senpai, who is like, well, it's good to enjoy something, so sure.
Yeah.
I like how your eyes are shining now. You're so happy. So
Yeah. I like it. And everybody's like, "Yeah, I like that better than how kind of dead you looked earlier."
Senpai be smooth.
And then she says, awesome, let's go back into the anime shop. You've got to see all this cool stuff they have. And then everyone but Senpai is basically doing the, ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senpai be smooth.
I think that's the end of the episode, to be honest.
I think they go back to class, and she's like, "Yeah," and I found out everything's gonna be totally fine now. So, didn't think I'd like this show. Shoujo's typically not my thing, but this has like just it's funny and it has kind of a heart to it that I really enjoyed.
Plus, the art is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surprisingly so. Like facial expressions on pretty much on her primarily, but on most of the characters are pretty solid.
Fun fact: the person who created this anime in the original manga is Junko, who is famous for her yaoi manga.
That
Wow.
doesn't surprise me overly much.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, but this it probably doesn't hurt that this hits kind of close to home. I mean, obviously, this sort of stuff that she's into doesn't interest me, but I definitely know people that are very much like this. So yeah, a lot of the jokes are landing really well for me. It's just, yeah.
There's literally an episode in this called "Let the Shipping Wars Begin."
Yes, that's when Kai and the token female member of her harem get in a war over which parent of this new anime that comes out, the pairing, which one tops. Yes, this is a bisexual harem. A girl gets added to it later. And she's not like a joke member like most harems would have the token dude. She's a full member of her harem.
Like, there's stuff in this show that I find interesting that just doesn't exist in other Otome stuff. Because, like, this starts with, like, oh, Prince on a White Horse. Who cares about that? And, like, at first I was like, Prince on a White Horse. Oh, great. This is going to be one. This is like, okay, you caught my attention.
Yeah, like, even when not all, but when some of the dudes are being, good dudes, and yeah, kind of romantic moments and stuff, she's still kind of not into it, which is an interesting change of pace. Like, yeah. It does some unusual things that work really well, and they get some good comedy out of it.
It's kind of like an Otome. Like, it's kind of like a shoujo anime that subverts other shoujo anime, if that makes sense.
Like deconstruction?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say that.
Like, deconstructions, you tend to actually have to pay attention to other shows and know the genre for you to actually get what they're doing. This one, no, I'd call this a lightweight parody, if anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenshi, you okay? You've been awfully quiet.
I've not had a need to say anything, nor a moment to.
Well, sorry. Say your piece, Kenshi.
I don't know. You guys covered it all. Seriously.
Sorry, Kenshi.
Just give us your impressions of this. What do you think of this show, Joe?
I did not see this coming when I walked into it. It was funnier than I thought it would be by a large margin. I expected it to be more serious, kind of. Boy, was I wrong. God. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of hit me in a place where I know where it's coming from. Which is kind of what helped make it.
Yeah, that's what she said.
What?
Yeah, I'll accept that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the scenes where she's basically drooling over her fantasies. Yeah, she's basically the pervert character from any other anime series. She is literally that, only she's a lady. Like, yeah. I get this character. Go figure.
We've all had those moments.
She's much more relatable than perfect shoujo protagonist girl who's so innocent and dainty all the time.
Yeah, that helped as well.
Yeah. Like, only problem I have with it is that unfortunate implications bit with the losing weight. That's the only problem I really have with it.
If you want a bit of a spoiler, later on she gets fat again, and that's when they try to have her work out using yaoi moments as a reward system, and that's when Nice Guy Jock realizes that he doesn't care how much she weighs.
Oh. That is nice.
Yeah, that's why he's second best boy. It takes him a bit to figure it out because at first he's not sure how he feels about her being fat again, but then he realizes she's even large, she's beautiful.
Okay.
That's why he is second best boy.
So yeah, we enjoy this one far more than we ever expected to. So
Yeah, caught me by surprise.
It's good stuff.
yeah. So I'm gonna open the thing for the next week's episode.
Yeah, you
Probably
do
not
that.
going to watch the rest of it because I just don't have time. But yeah, I recommend you guys go check it out if you're interested in it.
Yeah, absolutely watch the first episode. I would say anyone that has spent any time in fandoms at all, whether, they are
A gamer,
whether
an otaku.
whether they indulge in the yaoi oeuvre or not, they would probably still get a kick out of this.
After all, we're fandom Flux, and this girl has purple hair just like our fan. It's like the show was made for us.
What?
Wouldn't go that far. But okay. So,
Yeah.
Kenchua, roll the D27.
Ah. And the magical D says 11.
D.
Yeah.
D.
Thank you for saying what I was thinking, Casey.
Okay.
I slow pitched that one straight down the middle of the plate. If no one hit that, then I would have been disappointed.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that was as easy as they come.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that is 136.
Alrighty. And out of that,
Where do
we
we get? Where do we get?
I don't know what I want out of this, but I'll tell you what we're getting is 54. I'm scared, guys.
You know what? If you're always afraid, then you'll never have to worry about becoming afraid.
I was scared of the last one, but you know what? Sometimes things don't work out as well as the last one did in this situation. I'm scared.
Kemono no Soja Eren. Or the Beast Player Eren.
I'm going to
heard
pretend
of
like
this
I know
one.
how to spell that.
I'll link it for you.
I've never heard of this one.
Alright, let's see what we got. I hope it's not bad. Does anybody... I can't remember if anybody even has a veto left.
No one does. We have incorporated the unanimous veto, but it has to be unanimous, as in everyone has to be here. At the moment,
So this-
I'm going to say it has to be everyone but Patient and Blush, because they're just never going to be here for the time being.
And
Yeah.
and Tater, because he doesn't do anime reflux.
Obviously, but...
Yeah, obviously.
My point is, Slicer isn't here, so we can't do that either way.
So Kimono no Soja Eren is about a young woman who is drawn into a war between kingdoms. 10-year-old Eren is a young girl who lives with her mother in the Taiko region in the small village of Ake. She has a big love for animals, especially the Toda, dragon-like creatures used in the war. Her mother, Soyeon, was originally of the Mist People, an ancient clan of members with green hair and eyes, and is rumored to follow in the ancient ways, practice magic, and hide in the mist. But despite her genealogy, they stay in the village because Eren's late father was the son of the village chief, and Soyeon is the head Toda doctor. One
Thanks,
day, however,
What?
a tragedy happens which changes Eren's life forever.
So
Okay,
that,
I'm
that
gonna
was
say
less plot summary and that was more info dump. I got
Yeah.
none of that.
they didn't need a third of that. Like
I read that, and I don't remember any of that.
That sounds that's as generic as shit.
So
It's-
there's a girl and she likes animals, especially these little dragon-like things.
Yes, and her mother's of the Mist People who like know magic and hide in the mist, and like she's stuck in a village because her family has deep relations to that village, and then a tragedy is gonna happen that's gonna change her life or something.
Okay, sure, whatever.
It's a drama fantasy released in 2009. It has 50 episodes released currently.
And
It's
completed.
finished. So
Yes.
I would have vetoed this. I'm not gonna lie. I would have.
Boy, are you ready for this epic adventure of a 10-year-old girl and animals?
We've had worse.
We've had
Yeah, we
much
have.
worse. At
We
least it
have.
seems to have an idea of what it wants to be.
There are a lot of episodes of this. Hold on, let me see this real quick.
50 episodes, yeah.
It's 50. Yeah, we've had worse, but we've also vetoed better. So
You fuckers have vetoed better.
You see, I like to veto the good things, so we're stuck with the bad thing.
Wow, you're an ass.
And that is why you have no vetoes.
I think I used my veto because like we needed to. Shockingly enough, or
Yeah.
did I use my veto at all? I think I did.
Okay, they're full-length
everyone
episodes.
has used their veto. Yeah,
Okay.
we've checked through Kenshi, or rather, patients checked through to make sure that there aren't any like short ones like there used to be.
Who has the time for that?
Patient, apparently, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's patient. What do you expect?
I guess, God, live in the gimmick, I guess. God.
There's lots of comments down below on this page. This anime is so underrated. What a shame. The show is highly recommended, super recommended. People apparently love it, so I guess I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, we don't have a choice, but yeah, okay.
So some people really love this. So
Some people are saying they watch it yearly, and this is their second time through, and things like that. So apparently, all right, yeah, okay, sure. No idea what this is.
I mean, if this is garbage, then I'm going to judge you, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
He didn't pick it, the random number generator picked. RNGesus picked it.
That's a general you.
Yeah.
To everybody out there.
Yeah.
Who likes this.
Yeah, he was talking about the commenters and such.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the thing that we're watching. Kemono no Soja Eren. Or Beast Player Eren, I think is what it was.
Yeah, let's play with the beasts. That's gonna be real fun.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
You know what?
The Beast Player Eren is what the English name is.
Don't even go there, Kenshi. She's 10 years old, please.
What?
Hey, I mean, she's a player. A beast player, whatever.
It makes me think
That
of like
has
a,
even more unfortunate implications, unfortunately.
Like-
More implications
like-
for me than usual because I just started playing Corruption of Champions.
like Kenshi went with like the loot option. My brain went to Yu-Gi-Oh. So I don't know where I'm going. Like that
means
sounds
you're
like
a
a
better
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, that just means you're a better person than me.
It means that it makes me think of a Yu-Gi-Oh expansion. I don't even play Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. So that's what we'll be watching.
That thing. So thanks for listening, and we'll be back with that thing next week. Here's
Actually,
hoping
no,
it's
I'm not going to be here next week.
good.
Yeah. I won't be here. I won't be even in this country next week because I'm going on vacation
Of
for
course you are.
a 7-day Mexican cruise, and yeah.
It's
Goddamn
Zero's
rich
bi.
people.
It's Zero's bi-yearly cruise.
Goddamn rich people.
Is it biannual or biennial? That's
I
like
don't
twice
even
a year.
know. I
We
confuse
went
that
on
a
a
lot.
cruise. We went on a cruise last year, so this would be
This is
second year in a row.
This is your first cruise of the year. You have another
Yeah.
one coming because you did last year.
No,
It's
I only
bi-
have one.
Biannual means you do it twice, and biennial means every other year. God, that's terrible nomenclature. All right, so we'll be
Gonna-
doing that next week, and bye, everybody.
Yeah, and Zero won't be here. He'll be busy sailing the 7 seas on the SS Crispy Colonel.
I'm gonna
It's just
I'm
one
gonna
sea and for like 5 minutes because California's like right next to Mexico.
like ride on a horse to a waterfall, and it's gonna be hot, and I'm going to die.
You're gonna have a water slide with like KFC gravy. It's gonna be great.
I'm just gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. If I don't come back from Mexico, I'm dead. I'm sorry.
That gravy waterfall, he's gonna get into a barrel full of mashed potatoes and just ride that shit down.
This sounds awful. I don't like this.
Godspeed, Kick of Zero X.
Barrel's gonna be made of KFC biscuits.
Me and my dad bought the same shirt. We're gonna wear it to the casino, and we're gonna be suave.
That's
Sure,
not
that's
suave.
that's the word that we're gonna use for that. Let's go for it.
Because me and my dad, I'm junior, so it's gonna be great. It's a fancy shirt. We each got one.
Oh.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.